is Rachel Zegler. I'm an actor and I'm a proud member of SAG-AFTRA.
Golden Globe winner Rachel Zegler, who plays Snow White in the upcoming live-action version of the Disney classic, was at the SAG-AFTRA rally in New York City on July 25th.
I stand in solidarity with the Writers Guild of America to get better wages for everyone involved. Thank you so much.
Held outside ABC Studios, which is owned by Disney, Entertainment Tonight broadcast a segment on the rally.
I say, if I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
It wasn't until over a week later that the Twitter account End Wokeness became aware of Rachel's soundbite there and tweeted it. Now granted, that does make sense because not being woke means they're not really with the current times. But yeah, they tweeted the clip.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
And wrote, "The new Snow White is the most insufferable woman I've ever seen." And it's gotten 40 million views in 3 days. Clearly Rachel became aware of End Wokeness's tweet because then she tweeted, "Fellas, is it woke to want to be fairly compensated? This Barbie is still on strike and still a proud SAG-AFTRA member." The End Wokeness account replied to Rachel's tweet saying, "Fairly compensated? Aren't you already getting paid millions to ruin an iconic character?" Now before I get into the SAG-AFTRA strike thing, I should preface this by saying that End Wokeness's anger is not really over Rachel wanting to be paid. It's the fact that she was cast as Snow White. End Wokeness and others can't handle the fact that a young woman who was born in New Jersey with parents of Polish and Colombian descent is playing Snow White. I have no idea what they're upset about either. Anyways, Rachel was definitely not paid millions to play Snow White. Emma Watson, who was a recognizable face and name coming off the Harry Potter franchise and other hit movies like This Is the End and The Perks of a Wallflower, was paid $3 million up front to play Belle in the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast. Rachel was cast as Snow White in July 2021, 5 months before her big screen debut in West Side Story came out and won her a Golden Globe. She had zero bargaining power, zero clout, so relative to Emma's salary, I'm guessing Rachel was maybe paid $1 million for Snow White. I'm not saying she should have been paid more, I'm just debunking End Wokeness's statement about her salary. Next, some are reporting that this is Rachel making new demands to play the role. Rachel's contract was signed, the movie is already shot. She can't and wasn't trying to renegotiate her salary with her comment at the rally. While I think it was ill-conceived, Rachel was using her experience as an analogy to make the point that Disney makes a huge chunk of change now of subscriptions for Disney+, which is where Snow White will stream after a theatrical run. We've seen these stories of movies or TV shows getting a second life on streaming. Like Halle Berry's The Call hitting #1 on Netflix 9 years after it was released in theaters, or Jennifer Garner's Peppermint achieving the same feat 2 years after the film underwhelmed at the box office. It's only Netflix that sees any additional revenue when that happens. But this strike is not about Halle or Jennifer getting bigger paychecks. It's about the 87% of SAG members who make less than $26,000 a year and relied on those paychecks that came in from Blu-ray and DVD sales and rentals and TV rebroadcasts. Like the more DVDs or Blu-rays that were sold or rented, or the more times something replayed on TV, the bigger the residual paycheck the actor or writer would get. Right now, they're not getting anything from streaming, so it should be that the more times something's streamed, the more money the actor or writer gets. They should get a cut in some kind of way. Right now, they're getting nothing. That's the point I think Rachel was trying to make, but using herself played into that false perception that this strike is about the actors who make millions asking for more millions, and that's not the case at all. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Rachel's viral clip?